welcome to the Dare Lighthouse Inn. My name is Garrett Hastings, and I'll be your friend throughout your stay here. Now, before we begin our journey, I'd like to make some thank yous. First off, I'd like thank Tracy for agreeing to do this with me, her husband Dave for jumping in, Todd for designing and building the boat, which you'll see later in the show, and Harry for agreeing to be the administrator and actually for filling in for Virginia tonight, because for some Virginia cannot be here tonight. And also for my family for getting me this far. That's what my mother would like to say, my mother. So, there you go. I'd also like to thank Ray for helping me get the film equipment for the shoots as well as help film. Thank you to everyone in the cast. You helped my dream become a reality. Finally, thank you to the kids' parents and all the people who came here tonight. It means a lot. Now also, I'd like to point out the people in the clips that you will see that are not here before you. That's because these people are playing certain characters. These are, for example, there's Sarah at the beach at the end, Susan in the guest room, Virginia where she whispers, and Brian. Now, without further ado, I give you the Undersiders.
Over 4 centuries ago, Sir Walter Raleigh of England organized a journey to the New World. Upon his arrival, he befriended 2 Native Americans, Manteo and Monchas, to help him plan for future colonization. Raleigh then returned to England. Years later, John White arrived at the island of Roanoke on the flagship Red Lion to colonize. White, like the others before him, was forced to return to England to gather supplies. Before he left, his granddaughter, the first English child born in the New World, was born. He left behind 118 colonists to fend for themselves. When White was finally able to return, he discovered that 90 men, 17 women, and 11 children had all mysteriously disappeared without a trace. He found only the word Croatan carved into the stump of a tree. White left in despair, never to return. In time, people populated the tiny island, knowing little of the mystery that lurked there. A lighthouse was built on the far side, overlooking the Roanoke Sound. As the population of the Outer Banks grew, the lighthouse became obsolete and was decommissioned. It eventually became a popular summer resort known as the Dare Lighthouse Inn. One disastrous summer night in 1953, the resort was suddenly and mysteriously abandoned by the family who owned it, leaving behind all of their belongings, where it sat abandoned, decaying, waiting.
Thank y'all for driving all the way out here. I know it's been a very long day. This is the final home available in the area, the Dare Lighthouse Inn. It's a little different than the ordinary homes we visited. It was once a working lighthouse. It has lots of potential and is a great investment for someone who has the time to care for it. If this doesn't interest y'all, we can start the search again in a week or so. More houses will come on the market now that it's spring.
Thanks. I'm sorry we are so difficult. It's so hard to find the right house. We need a new start, and the home is the most important part. Right, Sarah?
No, I liked it in Idaho. I only came with you today because this beats grocery shopping.
After our house burned, I got it laid off. I need something, new and different to do with my life.
Well, allow me. Come on in. The first room that I'd like to show y'all is the recreation room. Over there is the original fireplace that once heated the entire keeper's corners.
Neat.
It needs some care, but I think you should still work for y'all. Above it is an original painting of John White, one of the founders of this island.
Kind of creepy.
Over here is the restaurant. It's an important money-making part of the inn. Y'all can serve the locals as well as the guests.
We're not really considering this place, are we? It's a wreck. It's creeping me out.
Not another peep out of you, young lady.
Moving on. On the other side of the inn, down this hallway, is the lighthouse and oil room. It's a great fixer-upper, but it can be a great conversation piece. Tourists love lighthouses. Anyway, this inn hasn't been used in nearly a decade.
A decade?
Yes, it's been out of use since Hurricane Barbara. Horrible storm she was. Now, would y'all like to see y'all's upstairs? There are some rooms on the first floor on the other side of the inn, but a majority of y'all's rooms are on the second floor. Here we are. This is room 12. There are a total of 15 guest rooms. Every room is a little bit different. However, they all have a private bathroom, a queen-size bed, a writing desk, and a closet for hanging clothes. And all your guests can open up their windows to feel the cool breeze off the sound.
Can't see. What are we looking at? I'm so tired. My feet hurt. I want to bed. About time.
Hey, show a little respect. Get up.
It's okay. She can lay here for a spell while we continue on. We'll come back to get her after. Come, follow me.
Ah, my friends sleep. Here I come. Yeah, Dad?
You say something, Sarah?
Didn't you just say my name?
No.
Don't toy with me. What the... Dad! Look!
What is it?
Right there. Don't you see?
Well, speak up, Sarah. We don't have all day.
There was a white doe over on the water a minute ago. I've never seen a white deer before. Come look. It was right here.
Really? This inn has a patio and a dock.
One of the best darn docks ever made. It's lasted for over 70 years through multiple hurricanes.
Now that's strong.
Did either of you hear what I just said?
What?
About the doe?
Honey, white deer are very rare. Albinos haven't been seen in these parts of North Carolina since the early 50s. You must have imagined it.
But I did see it. It looked like it was glowing.
We don't have time for this. You're just tired. Let's continue.
Well then, let's head over to our final room of the day. Here we have y'all's rooms, the owner's suite. This is where y'all be living. There are enough bedrooms for you and your kids. Kids can stay in either of these rooms. Well, that's it.
Thanks so much, and sorry for my daughter's behavior. She's really close to her friends and misses them very much. You see, we lived in the same house for 18 years before it burned. It devastated us.
Well, no problem. If y'all have any last questions, you'll feel free to give me a call.
Thanks. I'll talk it over with my wife. But as for me, I strongly consider this place.
Glad I could help. See y'all.
I'm very disappointed in you right now. First, you backtalk, then you lied.
I didn't lie.
Don't interrupt me. You completely embarrassed me in front of the real estate agent. You're lucky that he has patience. I really want that in, and you could have ruined our chances for getting it.
Sorry.
I'll talk the matter over with your mother tonight. This is the place for us, and I think she'll agree with me. Just remember how lucky you are, Sarah. Things could have been a lot worse.
Dad,
Yeah?
does the white coat of a deer make it glow?
Buckle up, Sarah.
And so John goes on to buy the place and refurnish it and clean it up. It's summer by the time they finish, and they are glad to be done. John's young boy, Alex, finishes up and decides to go snooping about the lighthouse tower. So he's going, So Alex goes up the lighthouse tower to see the next one. And he runs off. He sees what appears to be a white doe. It scares him so much that he runs back to his parents. Meanwhile, in Sarah's room.
I miss Idaho. Yeah, Alex? Alex? I don't have time for your games, Alex. Alex? Alex, enough of your games. Come out now, Alex. Stop playing your stupid games. Alex, enough already. This is no longer funny. Alex?
You left us.
What? I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
You left us, leave now.
Plan on it.
Did I upset you, Sarah?
You didn't. I just... Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What?
I didn't want to tell you.
Why?
It'll scare you.
Daddy!
All right, I'll tell you. But don't come crying to me if you can't sleep tonight. I think I heard a ghost last night.
What? Do you really think that there's one in the inn?
Of course not.
Oh, because if there was, I'd explain it. That would explain a glowing white doe that I saw.
You saw a what?
Yeah, I saw the white doe walk up on a beam of light when I was exploring the lighthouse tower.
A white doe. You were probably just imagining it, Alex.
But I...
Shh. Here come our first guests. Hello and welcome to the Dare Lighthouse Inn. I'm Sarah and this is my brother Alex.
Hi, I'm Michael. This is my sister Susan and my younger brother Brian.
Make yourselves at home.
Do any of you like chess? I do. Do you want to play? Sure.
So where are you guys from?
We're from Massachusetts. My family decided to vacation in Roanoke. My mother has always wanted to come here, but my father never really liked the idea. He had a business trip in the area, so my mother decided that now was the perfect opportunity to go. What's your story?
Long story short, my family moved here from Idaho, and I guess the island was the best place that North Carolina could present to us.
Oh, well, at least everything's laid out, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Is she okay?
Don't mind Susan. She very rarely talks.
Do you mind if I ask why?
Okay. Susan used to be talkative and outgoing. Then the new kid came, gained her trust, and then betrayed her. To quote the great William Shakespeare, "Hell is empty and all the devils are here."
That's awful.
That's not the half of it. She blackmailed my sister out of other secrets and shared those with other girls in the class as well.
Jeez.
Yeah, finally, she started making up stories about my sister and spreading those rumors around the whole school. It got so bad we had to move.
That's terrible. She's one scuzzy bully.
Exactly. Now, my sister only speaks to my family.
Really? Well, how'd the move go?
It went okay, I guess. We only moved a few towns over. Susan got a new start, but didn't make any new friends. There was no loss on my part because I didn't really have any close friends to begin with. Brian was the only one affected by it because he had to move away from his friends. No matter what, moving can be hard.
Tell me about it. It can be tough, losing friends and all.
Yeah, Brian got used to it though, but it took a while. However, he has always been an optimist when it comes to practically anything. Anyway, moving is good for the soul. It just takes time to adjust. But once that happens, it's smooth sailing from there.
Well, that's good to know.
Ooh, we should get going. Our mother will want us to help her unpack. We just dropped in to say hello for a few moments.
Well, then I guess I'll see you later.
Yeah. Ryan and Susan, come on. Now. Goodbye, goodbye. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Well, that went well. What would you say?
I I'd say that there's nothing really to complain about yet. You're not real. Why will I be sorry? Hello? So, how old are you?
I'm 15 and going into 11th grade. I'm a lot younger than most of the kids in my class. In fact, that gets me separated from most of the grade. Sometimes I feel like a bit of an outsider, but I don't mind.
Oh, well, I'm going into 11th grade too. I'll just be starting school in the fall. I'm a little nervous about making friends. Do you mind being an outsider?
Well, I'm not really what you'd call an outsider. I'm more of what you'd call an undersider.
An undersider? What's that?
It's someone who's on the outside of society, isn't picked on, but just ignored. They go unnoticed and unheard and merely fade into the background, kind of like a ghost.
Oh, well, do you mind then, being in your words an undersider?
It's all right. Being separated fuels individual power, you know?
No.
Then again, self-motivation isn't a piece of cake either. You really need to get that under control first.
I think I see.
Well, let me see if I can explain this better.
Hello and welcome to the Dare Lighthouse Inn. I'm Sarah, your host, and you are?
I'm Linda. I know my gams are great and all, but my eyes are up here. Good. I'm 13 years old and from the big, great city.
What city is that?
New York City, of course. I'm the big girl from the Big Apple. Geez, I'll be with you guys this month.
Yeah, and we're all going to have a great time.
I disagree if this is going to continue. I just came by to see whom I'll be around with. And boy, was that a mistake. Now, I'm going back to my room, and when I get back, I hope this place is at least a little nicer.
Sugar and spice and everything nice. And I thought you were bad.
Shut up, Alex. We don't want to start anything with anyone. We'll be hosting. Besides, Dad would be furious if we did. I don't think we need to clean up, but just try to cope with her, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Susan?
Michael,
Who's there? Susan, are you talking in your sleep again?
why did you do it, Michael? Why did you leave us?
Who are you?
Why did you leave me?
What's going on? Is everyone okay?
Was someone screaming?
I just woke up. It could have been me.
It was me. I had a bad dream. I'm all right now.
Go back to bed, Michael. Good night.
Good night, Mom. Good night, Dad.
Night.
Well, let's see what's here. Weird. I'm really bored. I'm not 3. Maybe I'll play with this Schmitz later.
Schmitz?
Yeah, Schmitz. It's what I call an object that I can't remember the name of. Whatever. Maybe if I was in the mood to think, hey, maybe I could help this party be a little less boring. Do any of you know the game BS?
Oh, I love BS. What's BS?
It's I Doubt You.
Oh, I know that game. And can I deal?
No, silly. We all know who's the best dealer here.
We do?
Me, of course. What? Would you like to deal instead?
No, I think we would all like nothing else in the world than to see how good you are with the cards.
Good. Then you're in for a treat.
Ah! Okay, yes, you got me. Now who are you?
I'm Reg. And I'm Rex.
And you're both annoying and interrupting my game.
Hey, get her, Reg.
Nobody is getting anyone.
Yeah, that's my job.
No one back talks to my brother like that.
Well, it's about time someone has.
I don't think so.
Quiet. Where are you guys from?
We're from Vermont.
Vermont.
Isn't that in Canada? No.
What?
I think it's next to Maine.
What?
I think you were mixed around. It's New Hampshire that's next to Maine. Exactly, that's what I said.
Wherever it is, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Nowhere? We don't live in nowhere.
Well,
yeah.
Well, it's nothing compared to New York City.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah!
Stop it! Stop it! Alex, bring that kid back. Wait, we only have 6 kids, including Michael, to keep track of. We're all here and accounted for.
It's almost as if
What?
nothing.
What?
I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. I think this place is haunted.
That's ridiculous.
Actually, it's not. Something came to me in the night telling me to leave. Told me that I had...
Left it behind? You heard it too?
Yeah, I did.
So that was not a dream that you had?
No. Something came into our room last night. And that's what woke you up.
I think it's still ridiculous.
I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a little scary. It's okay, Rex.
Guys, you don't have to worry. Everything is okay. Besides, as more people come, the ghosts will go away. They're afraid of masses of people.
So you're not denying that there are ghosts?
Well, hypothetically speaking...
Sarah.
No, I don't deny it.
So I wasn't imagining that door that I saw?
No. I was just trying to protect you.
So that's,
No, you didn't imagine it.
That's stupid. There's no such thing as ghosts. You guys are just superstitious hicks. Hocus pocus. What about you? What do you think?
She doesn't talk, Linda.
Huh, why can't any of you learn that trick? Now are we going to finish a game of BS or what?
Who are you? How do you know my name? Who are you? I didn't leave you. Hello? Hello?
You left me, Sarah, and now you're going to pay the price.
I never left you. I don't even know who you are.
You may not know who I am, but I know who you are, Sarah. I know one of the English descent when I see one.
English descent. Left here. On Roanoke Island. That must mean the Lost Colony. You're from the Lost Colony of Roanoke. Are there more of you on the island? Wow, it's getting warm in here.
It is, and I am from the Lost Colony. That devil, John White, abandoned us and left us to die only months after I was born. As I've been told, while White was off getting supplies, the colonists slowly started dying from hunger and disease. Realizing he wasn't coming back, the men of my colony went to find a better place for us to live. They never came back. Soon, even my own mother died before my 2nd birthday.
I'm sorry.
When there were only a handful of us left, our Croatan friend, Mantio, took us to live with his tribe. My people inscribed the location in a tree so that the others, if they returned, would know where to find us. As time went on, the women of our colony learned how to act, dress, and became part of the Croatan tribe. An Indian woman took me in. She fed me, kept me healthy, and she protected me.
Colin, you survived?
Don't interrupt me. A year later, the English came back and they attacked the Croatoans, thinking they had murdered the colonists. Many died that day, including some of us.
Wait a second. The English attacked? I didn't learn any of this in school.
Yes, they attacked. Not every ugly detail of the past is in the history books, you know. Winners rewrite history. There are thousands of souls here on this island that can testify to that.
Huh.
To get back at the English for attacking, the Croatoans cursed this island, trapping any English souls who died here from moving to the great beyond.
Curse.
Yes, a curse. Anyway, after the curse was cast, the colonists were driven out of the tribe and sent back to Roanoke to die.
John White did return, though, with supplies for all of you.
That was John White. He was the one that led the attack on the Croatoans. My own grandfather tried to kill me, but I never even saw him.
Wait, what are you doing?
Yes. Well, yes. Well, I plan on making everyone suffer just as much as I did. If you die on this island, you will be stuck here forever, just like me.
You're Virginia Dare. You're the white doe I've been seeing.
Yes, I'm Virginia Dare, and I hate humanity. I spent the past 400 years mimicking and stalking the locals and the tourists. I'm trapped here on this island with no way out, miserable, surrounded by thousands of souls, yet totally alone.
I know how you feel.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I was separated from my friends and a good life and dragged all the way out here to this dreadful island. Many bad things happened to you in your life, and you've lost your faith in mankind because of it. I've had big things go wrong in my life too, you know.
Well, how can you compare what happened to you to what happened to me?
I just did, and it turns out that we aren't really that different. Let me out!
I don't think so, Sarah.
Maybe I was destined to go like this. It's my rightful punishment.
For what?
You see, my friends and I were hanging out at my house, and we were sneaking a smoke in my room. I couldn't handle it and started coughing like crazy. My dad heard this and headed up the stairs in a panic. In a panic, I threw the cigarette in the garbage. But there was some paper in there. It didn't take long for the paper to ignite. My dad tried to put out the fire but couldn't. And he dragged us out front as we watched our lives go up in smoke.
So you burned down your own house?
Yes, my dad's arms and hands got burnt because he got hurt. He lost a job. Then, to get away from that mess, I feel so alone. I have no one to talk to. I'm not going to tell my parents or little brother how the fire really started. Try starting that conversation. Why am I talking to you? You won't understand. No one ever understands. I'm all alone.
Of course I understand. I've seen you crying by yourself in your room. I'm all alone as well. As long as I can remember, nobody's even given me a friendly notion.
Then what do you call what I'm doing right now? Look, I understand. I'm also trapped on this island. I'm stuck here with nobody to talk to and nobody to share any ridiculous, well, anything with. My father won't even listen to me, especially about ghosts. But I guess that won't matter for long.
You're not stuck here for all eternity.
You got me there. Well, can't you try to make the most of what you have here? Are there others on the island?
Yes.
Why don't you try to talk to them and befriend them?
I did. It got old though. It's trying to be on the same island with the same people at the same age for hundreds of years. It gets a little boring. Also, one of the friends I made here abandoned me. I have no idea where he could be. And it isn't even that big of an island. He's probably trying to avoid me.
Have you ever tried getting off the island?
What, are you kidding? Of course I have.
Like?
Well, once I discovered that I couldn't move on, I tried everything I could to get away. I thought swimming might work, but I couldn't get off the beach. I literally hit an invisible barrier. One time I boarded a ship, but the barrier brushed me off of it when it left the island. I even tried crossing the bridge to this island once it was built, but it was all in vain. I'll never be able to get free of this dreadful place.
Well, what if I was to somehow figure out a way to get you off this island?
Yeah, good luck with that.
I'm serious.
Would you really do that for me?
Of course. Friends help friends, don't they?
Yeah.
So, what do you say? Are you ready to put your faith back in mankind?
Womankind. So, what's your plan?
I'll send you back, and the rest of the colonists to England, by a boat. Yeah, a boat. We have a bunch docked outside.
Nah, I told you I tried that one already.
Maybe this time it'll work.
What makes you say that?
This time, it'll work because you're being helped by the living.
Really? You think that's all I needed?
Yeah, why not?
Good, let's try it the night of the next full moon. It'll be the highest tide.
Yeah, the full moon. When is the full moon anyway?
In 3 days. This was your idea.
Okay, fine. I'm only trying to help. This is what friends do, I guess. I'll just have to figure it out.
That's the spirit. Wink, wink. Yeah. Just holler if you need me.
Okay, if it's fine with you, I'm going back to bed.
Go ahead. You'll need the rest. Thank you.
You're welcome. Boy, do I have some news for you guys.
What is it, sis?
There is now no question in my mind that this inn is haunted. A ghost came to me last night.
You're not still making up that stupid story about ghosts, are you?
Hey, it's not stupid. Radical.
Whatever. I don't have patience for stupid people.
A fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool.
Brushing up on your Shakespeare, I think.
I.
It's not stupid.
Don't worry, Reg. Reset the chessboard, will you, Alex?
But
Just do it.
what's in your head, Sarah?
You'll see. Virginia, buddy, Alex would like to play a game of chess with you.
Ladies first.
Ha! Nice tricks. Ghosts can't play chess. Where are the magnets?
Unless they've learned it from observing others. I guess Virginia never watched you to learn the 4-move kill, huh, Alex? So, what do you guys think of Virginia?
She seems like an alright chess player to me.
Hello, everyone.
Out of this world.
I'm in accord.
Sarah told me that you all will send my fellow colonists and me to England.
What?
Yeah, I was just going to tell you guys. Virginia here is in desperate need of our help. She wants to go to England, and I promised her that we'd do it in the night of the next full moon.
But that's 3 days from now.
That's why we should hurry up and get started.
How do we start? We find a ship, of course.
Hold on. Wait. We are going to do what?
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that.
Okay, we need to find a boat to use. I thought that one of those boats out in the dock would work.
Aren't there a lot of colonists? Shouldn't we be getting something like a ship?
Where would we find a ship?
There has to be some sort of place around here that has a ship. It's an island by the sea.
All right, then. We need to find a ship. Virginia, do you know where we can find...
She always disappear like this?
So far, yes.
So, wait a minute there, Sarah. We're going to do what exactly?
We are going to send Virginia...
Who?
Virginia Dare from the Lost Colony.
You mean the little girl in the $50 collectible from 1937?
Sure. And we're going to send her and the other colonists to England on a big ship.
Home again.
Linda, I don't think I need to repeat myself.
Did you just meet me?
Well, technically, yes.
Clearly, I came here to relax and have fun, and I have yet to do either. I certainly didn't sign up for a ghost ship launching, and I just had my nails done. What if none of us want to help out Virginia?
Fine. This is a democracy. Then we'll have a vote. Let's start with you, Linda. Yay or nay?
Yay or nay?
Just answer the question.
Whatever, nay of course.
My friends, cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. Of all the wonders that I've yet heard, it seems to me most strange that men should fear, seeing that death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. I say we help them with vigor. Yay!
You have got to be kidding me.
Yay! Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Does that answer your question, Linda?
Whatever. So where are we going to find this ship anyway?
I don't know. The confidence in Virginia's voice convinces me that she knows of one nearby.
What about the Roanoke Museum on the other side of the island?
What museum?
Well, while I was off doing better things than spending time with you guys, I stumbled across a museum.
What museum?
It was pretty boring. There was something about a lost colony, pirates, and the Civil War. Nothing important.
She did say that she has been to tourist attractions. Maybe there's a ship in there.
I think I possibly might have probably seen a ship there, maybe.
So,
I don't remember. It was so boring in there.
very helpful. When I need help with a game of memory, I'll know to give you a holler.
What's up with him?
Probably misplaced something. Seems to have happened to quite a lot of guests recently. Makes sense now. Okay, then we need to get started. Michael and I will check out the museum.
We will?
We will. That way, we'll know for sure if there's a ship inside there.
When?
Now.
You jest. Whatever you say.
Excuse me, mister. I'm here to check in.
Not now, honey.
What's wrong?
It's all so weird. People are losing their belongings, hearing voices on the other side of the inn, and thanking me for things I haven't done. can't afford to replace everyone's misplaced items. None of this was supposed to happen.
Actually, I think it's kind of cool. Besides, we made a commitment and need to muster through. It's just one of those new business kinks. It'll pass, you'll see.
I know. Shouldn't we do something about it? I've only heard of instances such as these occurring in
What?
inns and towns known for ghosts, like Savannah, Gettysburg, Annapolis. But those stories are just for the tourists.
What if those stories are true, John?
Ghosts don't exist, sweetheart. It's not like in 13 Ghosts.
There might be one possible explanation.
Ghosts don't exist.
John, take a deep breath. Can't we at least consider the possibility? It won't hurt to check if the inn is haunted.
Are you insane? Do you know how much this would cost? If something like this got out, it would put us out of business.
Honey, please.
Fine. Yes, I want the number for the closest possible ghost. That's interesting. I didn't see this here before. Did you?
No, but try it anyway.
As you wish. Hi, I'm calling for the ghost hunter. My name is John. I'm at the Dare Lighthouse Inn on the far side of Roanoke Island. Jamie? Okay, thanks. Bye. That seemed way too easy. Are you happy now?
Delighted.
So, we found a ship called the Lion. Said on the plaque in the front of it that it carried the colonists over from England to Roanoke. We only have one problem.
Only one?
We can use it, I guess. But the only way to remove it from the museum is to take it apart one piece at a time. The question is if we can get it out and if it will be seaworthy.
Virginia and the other ghosts may be able to help us out. Just make sure that when you sneak out, you're not noticed. But I don't like the idea of breaking into a museum and stealing anything.
Oh, come on, Sarah. Look who doesn't want to go through with this now.
Shut up, Linda.
Why do we even need this boat? Why don't we just build a replica?
Do you know how to build a boat? Besides, we want to try to make the voyage back as historically accurate as we can.
So this is for the sake of history? I hate history.
If you want to look at it that way, then yes. The parts of the actual ship may be just what we need to free the colonists from this island. Besides, I don't even know if we should go through anymore. It doesn't feel right.
Come on, live on the edge. Why came we hither but to that intent? Tush, tush, pure boys with bugs.
Yes, but this is a crime.
It may be by today's laws and statutes, but this is the ship that brought them over that we're talking about. It's kind of their rightful property.
Kinda? You'll make a great lawyer. Fine, we'll go over, barge into, get inside the museum, to raid, steal, borrow the ship. If you are in, meet us at the back door by the big tree at 11 p.m. sharp. If you are not there, we will go on without you.
But that's past our bedtime.
It's supposed to be Einstein.
Oh, really? I didn't think so. I didn't know that I was that smart.
Just make sure that when you sneak in, you aren't noticed.
Okay. Here's the plan.
Are you Mr. Timmer?
Please, sir, call me John. Would you like to sit down? Oh, how about a drink?
No, thank you, John. I think I'd like to get right to work.
Okay, then. I'll give you a tour of the inn first.
No need, sir. I can find my way around.
By the way, can you please keep this quiet? I don't want to scare any of the guests.
Yeah, no problem, John.
What are you wearing? I'm wearing the official Sea Scout uniform. Official what uniform? Sea Scout. It's kind of like Boy Scouts but underwater.
Good evening, kids.
Good evening, sir.
I'm here to check the drafts from the windows and doors around this hotel. So tell me if you see or feel anything out of the ordinary.
Like you?
Excuse me?
Okay, sir, we will.
Good. Does that every time I turn it on.
What is it?
It's a draftometer. It'll tell me how much air gets in or out of this hotel.
It's an inn. Jeez, what a tits.
Yeah. And he wouldn't even tell us what he was carrying. What are you talking about? He told us it was called a draft-o-meter. Sounds ridiculous. Who cares if it's drafty? It's the summer.
Well, why would he lie about it? He could be doing an early inspection for the winter. Although, Alex might have a point. That guy must have just assumed that we were kids and would believe any story he told us.
Yeah, you're right. Then what was that thing?
Hey, what's with the gun-shy ghost hunter?
Ghost hunter? What makes you think he's a ghost hunter?
I've heard of them, and he has one of those ghost tracking devices.
Don't you mean a Schmitz?
What are you wearing?
It's a Sea Scout uniform.
Oh, neat. Anyway, those devices are hard to find and are very expensive. I know. I tried to get one.
He was just in here, and that tracker beeped. He said that it happens when he first turns it on, but I rather doubt that.
Maybe that means that he can detect Virginia. That can't be good.
You're right. If he has proof of the ghosts in this hotel, whatever. If he has proof of ghosts, then the press will be all over this place.
Exactly. Once the place is confirmed as haunted, it will scare our guests away for good.
That'd be bad. I don't want to go home early.
Yeah, and not to mention that'll ruin our plans.
What do you mean?
Hello, what have we been talking about all day?
I know what we've been talking about, but I still don't know how this will affect it.
If people know about the ghosts, and if the public comes here, then try sneaking around getting a ship and freeing souls.
So once the public knows, we won't have a chance to free Virginia.
Exactly. I'm glad that you got that much. Also, once the ghost hunter knows what we're doing, he'll do anything in his power to make sure that we fail. He'll only get fame and fortune, and he can prove there are actually ghosts here. He won't be able to do it if we send them all away.
How do you know so much about this?
What's going on, guys?
Long story short, there's a ghost hunter in the inn searching for ghosts.
What are you wearing? You're the third person to ask. And I am just as interested. I'll tell you later.
We believe that he's already discovered Virginia.
Why would he leave this room if he already found something here?
Maybe he doesn't want to scare us, or maybe he's just waiting for us to leave. I don't know. What I do know is this. We need to keep this ghost hunter from collecting any evidence.
Come on.
I see you're having a little trouble with that.
What?
Why did you leave me? Jamie, why? Why, Jamie, why?
It can't be. Is it even possible?
Hey sis, what are you up to?
What are you talking about?
She sometimes wanders off. Come on, sis.
Coming.
Where are they?
Where are who? I think she means us, Rex. I'm good with that.
Okay, well, where is everyone else?
We're right here.
Will you stop yammering and help me down?
But soft, what's light through yonder window breaks? Is it the east, and Juliet is the sun?
Not you. I don't trust you.
Shh, they'll hear us.
Get me down.
I guess I'll have to get her.
I'm scared.
Trust me.
I can't.
Why not?
I don't know. Why didn't I even think I could do this? I was so stupid. I can't believe I even got out here with this clumsy grace. Tell me I'm awful, aren't I? I'm a terrible person.
Shh, it's okay. You're not awful. You're just like expressing yourself in a different way.
But I was such a jerk to you guys when we first met, right?
It wasn't that bad. Anyway, we all got used to it real fast. The cards sure helped with that.
But you do admit to it. Stop sugarcoating it. You're just trying to make me feel better. I'm a bad, bad person.
If you can recognize it, that you were mean, then that can't be bad.
I'm just angry, and this stupid brace doesn't help.
Can I ask what happened?
There's really not much to it. I live in the city, and I thought that I was invincible, a city kid, cocky. I should have been more cautious. I'm so stupid. Now I'm stuck with this thing for life, and it's all my fault.
But calm down, it's okay.
No, it's not. I can't even talk to my parents about it because they're too preoccupied with work to even notice me.
I understand.
You do?
Yeah. Well, not the brace part, but the being stuck part. A fire I started got me stuck here.
A fire?
Yeah, well, I can't talk to anyone about it. My parents don't even know. I've been lonely and miserable, and it's all my fault.
We are so like you and I. I don't even remember the last time that someone has been this kind to me. It probably all has to do with this brace. I can't tell if they're judging me by my brace or what.
Maybe you should try hanging out with a crowd who understands and appreciates you.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Now, are you coming or what?
You betcha.
Now let's go salvage the ship. What?
Nothing.
Can you please just tell me? For goodness sake, John, I'm your wife. You can tell me anything.
All right then. I still don't feel comfortable having this slimy character checking our in for ghosts. I tell you, he's a fraud. I don't understand why he has to be here all night. And he's so quiet, you don't even know he's here.
Just doing my job, sir.
Have you found anything yet?
No, I've found no convincing evidence yet. However, I am on something that might be a trail involving several youths at this inn.
What are you talking about?
I do believe I just saw your children leading a handful of young guests into the forest.
You're kidding, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay then. But are you sure that it was them?
Yes.
Which way were they headed?
They went in a sort of that way general direction.
Good night, Jamie.
John, I think your children are up to something.
Good night, Jamie.
Good night, John.
Good night, Jamie. Now, about our kids.
I guess we really should check. I'll go to the room. If they are there, then I was right about Jamie. If they aren't, then you were right. In that case, I'll have a lot of explaining to do.
Here, follow me.
What are we waiting for?
The sign.
Now it makes sense.
Good evening, Virginia.
I brought some friends. How can we help?
We need a way to get into the museum. After that, we could use a good distraction.
We could do that. I don't believe that I properly introduced you. This is Thomas and this is Nicholas. They agreed to come with me tonight to help you in any way they can. They're anxious to get home.
Good then.
Good then. Good then.
Now that is out of the way. Let's begin.
Good. Now we can start. Try the door, please. See if they unlocked it.
As you wish, ma'am. Well, what do you know?
That's great, Linda. Come on, follow me. They weren't even close, but I think they got her eyes right. Come on, go, go, go. You couldn't remember if the museum had a ship.
Shut up.
Well, let's not waste any time. Get moving.
How are we going to get that thing out of here? And how are we going to build the rest of this ship in the time allotted?
Relax, we'll figure it out. But first we need to take apart the frame. These will help with that. Next, we'll break the ship parts off and get through the back door. We'll get started. Well, Linda, you go find something to make it easier to carry out these parts.
I'm on it, Sarah.
Brian, stand guard. Tell us if anyone's coming. Good. Let's get started then, shall we? What are you waiting for? Let's begin.
Why can't we just take that boat over there? It's a lot smaller and will probably be easier to get out.
What boat?
That one.
Everyone stop and go to that boat in the corner. We'll take that one. Assume the same positions over there.
What about the lion?
It'll be too hard, and we don't have the time to do it.
I thought that you said we needed the lion for this to work.
Maybe if we took a part or two off the lion and put it on this boat.
Pinnace. I learned about it at Sea Scouts. It's a pinnace. They used it to get from the ship to land and back again.
Well, if it's the pinnace that brought the colonists here, then it might work.
If we take parts from the line, then that will work because fuel is powered by the energy brought over here by the colonists. If we physically remove pieces from the ship that brought them over, Since they're easier to remove than the spirits, they can draw that energy away from the island with them. Also, the DNA for the past colonists will still be deeply embedded into the old parts of the ship and should bind itself to the spirits. Therefore, the spirits should follow.
Exactly. Grab the steering wheel.
Actually, Sarah, they wouldn't have steering wheels then. They'd have what they call a whipstaff.
Okay, then, grab the whip staff. The piece that directed them here. It's vitally important. It should be the piece to guide them home. Linda hasn't come back yet, but we need to get this thing out of here as soon as possible. So we should try to move this half of the pinnace when we can wait for her. We have to. Go get your brother. We'll need all the help we can get. Susan, get the back. Alex, get the front. Reg, get the left. And Rex, get the right. I'll assist whatever side needs the most help.
I didn't come here for a workout.
Yeah.
Can you guys please just shut up and get into position? Perfect. Have Alex at the front, this part of the pinnace, and direct us to the museum out back the door.
Okay, but do you really think we can lift this thing with just 6 of us?
We're running out of time. We need to try. Now for the last time, assume the position. 1, 2, 3, lift.
Oh, it's way too heavy.
You're right. We'll never be able to get it out the back door.
It looks like you guys need some help.
And you couldn't come earlier because...
Well, I'm here now, aren't I? All right, this boat doesn't look too heavy.
That's because it's only a part of it.
Okay, then. Where should I hold it?
Wherever you can. Now, let's go. We're losing some precious time.
What about Michael?
Someone should really go check on him, but we need to get this thing outside. We'll see where he went off to after we carry this outside. Besides, he'll probably be back when we return. At least I hope so. Wow, you're strong, Virginia.
Yeah, ghosts don't have limitations on their strength. Also, Nicholas is helping out as well.
Salutations.
And you too, Nicholas. Now let's get this thing out of here. Go, go, go! Where are Linda and Michael? They should be here by now.
Maybe they got lost.
They couldn't have gotten far. There's not that much to the museum. Where did your brother go after you told us to come back and help us?
What? I haven't seen Michael.
Didn't Michael tell you to help us out?
No, I just heard you, and it sounded like you needed help.
Well, we should at least send someone to look for them. Red, Rex, go find Linda and Michael. Bring them back here pronto.
Why us?
You're small and can get through the halls without anyone seeing you. Now go.
Okay.
Now for the rest of us. Let's try to get the other half of this boat out of here. You can do it without Red and Rex. We can have Nicholas and Virginia.
Y'all's parents hear about this. They'll go bonkers. Do they even know where y'all are?
Of course they know where we are.
Why wouldn't they?
Stop lying. I hope you get a good whipping when you return. What are you even doing here anyway?
We decided to take a late night stroll.
Nonsense. I just hope the police can knock some sense into y'all.
How in the world are we going to get inside to free them?
I think I have an idea.
All I get is static.
Maybe the more helping on the outside.
Messing with them phones? I don't think so. There more y'all?
Of course not.
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. The thief doth fear each bush and officer. What?
Gosh, you're such a dull, temperamental little man.
All right.
If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, do we not revenge?
Also, now you're gonna hit us? That's what a coward would do. What are you, a coward? A big bad man just afraid of some kids?
No, they're not children, sir.
I don't care. They gotta learn a lesson.
No! Go! Go!
That was a big mistake. What's going on? Where did they
are you?
Oh, I'm the father of these youths hither, to don them thither.
What?
Nay, I'm not found convincing neither.
We've got to go.
Exactly. We have to get out of here before more guards come.
What happened?
Stories later. We need to leave. Now.
Right, everyone run. We'll meet back at the woods.
See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.
Okay. So they return to the inn, exhausted, to find John waiting for them. He's a stern talking to Sarah. She says they were at the beach before they finally reconcile. The next day, the kids are quite groggy. They reconvene and head out after a bizarre encounter with Jamie. In the meantime, they see a sheriff pull up to the inn.
Are you the owner of the Sear Inn?
Yes, Sheriff, I am. What seems to be the problem, Sheriff?
There's been a heist at the museum on the other side of the island.
Really?
The boat was stolen late last night.
Really?
Do you know anything about this?
No. Do they have any idea who might have stolen their boat?
The only lead we have is that our drowsy night watchman said something about some kids.
I know they weren't mine because they were down at the beach last night.
So, you're new around here. I've never seen you before.
Our family moved a few months ago.
Welcome then. If you see anything suspicious, call the sheriff's office.
That was close. Yeah.
We need to hurry up. The longer we wait, more time we give to the police and Jamie to track us down.
Then let's go.
Well, we're here.
The craft bears great weight.
See?
Behave. Each bore one part of the great weight.
Did each of you really carry one part?
No, our fellow colonists helped us, but they didn't want to stay to talk.
'Tis a hard task.
Hence the time had gone by dully. Virginia told us your draft, and verily we grew in excitement.
Thou knowest how long it has been since we boarded this craft last? Too long.
Thou speakest true, Thomas.
Then why are you content with this delay in labor? Let us commence.
Everyone, let's work in teams of 2. I'll help out anyone who needs it.
I'll lead. I'll lead. I learned something like this at Sea Scouts.
Okay, then let's get started. You're a good person, Michael.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. Good job today, guys.
Well, we should head back. It looks like the pin is completed its renovation. What should we call her? The new improved pinnace.
How about the Liberation?
That's kind of random.
No, it's not. This is the boat that'll free every soul on the island. How much more liberated can you get?
That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, tomorrow's the night of the full moon, the night we set the spirits of Roanoke free.
Can't wait to watch all the spirits board the Liberation.
I have had some time to think, and I do believe I might have made a slight miscalculation. I don't think we can send the spirits on their way that easily. I think it might be more complex than that.
Well, what do you mean? I thought all we needed was to make sure that we had the whip stop with the lion to find the spirits to the pinnace. Isn't that what you said?
It might not be that simple because DNA only pertains to the bodies of the colonists and not directly to the spirits. And I've been trying to work out how to physically take a spirit and move it from point A to point B. They're not made up of matter anymore.
Are you two telling me that with one day left, you haven't even worked this all out yet?
It depends on how you look at it.
You never had a precise plan to get us off this island, did you?
Honestly, I don't even think we'd get this far. But I really thought that Michael knew what he was talking about.
Hey, I essentially did. It's just that Things such as these are never that easy. I thought that you, for one, should know that. This is but good.
I told you it wasn't gonna work. Now we're never gonna leave this island.
Calm down, we'll figure this out. I promise.
But 'tis needed for you to know to do and think to do by the morrow.
Hey, do you doubt us? We've gone this far together, haven't we?
We have, and I appreciate everything you've done, but
Just give us some time to think, will you? We couldn't have thought of everything already.
fine.
We'll all dream about it tonight. They always say that your best ideas hit you in your sleep.
Right.
All right, then. I have your word. Please think as hard as you can. Our afterlives are entirely dependent on you. Till tomorrow, kid.
All right, then. What a day. I'm exhausted. How about you guys? Well, let's go to bed. Maybe the answer will come to us in our dreams. Crazier things have happened this week. Then he pointed at the ground and it began to shake.
Let her finish.
There's not much more to it. The voices in the ground were telling me to save them, and then I woke up.
Whoa. What if the dream was trying to tell you something? Because Linda did say that the answer might come to us in our dreams.
Don't be ridiculous. We already know they're dead and buried. This isn't new news.
Listen to him, Sarah. Dreams usually have something to do with what your mind was troubled with before you fell asleep.
I was thinking about how I didn't want to disappoint Virginia and how to break the curse.
What curse?
Getting them off the island is a little more complicated than I told you. You see, the Croatans put a curse on this island. The souls of the English can't move to the great beyond. That is why they're stuck here.
That's terrible. That information would have been helpful earlier, Sarah.
Well, I didn't want to tell you about the curse earlier because I assumed that you wouldn't help out if you knew.
What does that mean?
It means that with or without the pinnace, they can't get off the island. It means we wasted the last 2 days. It means we were stupid to listen to Sarah. That's what it means.
Hold on. Maybe Sarah's dream has something to do with breaking the curse. Why would the Indian tell her how to send off the souls if they were the ones who put the curse on the island in the first place?
Maybe they want to set Virginia free. Maybe they never meant for Virginia to get stuck here in the first place. Maybe some Indians are stuck here as well.
Except only the English are cursed.
Oh, then maybe they just want some help.
Maybe the Indian in Sarah's dream was someone Virginia knew. Hey, guys. Now we know that the souls can't move on or go anywhere because of the curse, right?
So Brian has an epiphany.
But what if the bodies can't?
What are you talking about? What body?
Well, the colonists, the colonists, bodies, of course. Because the curse is that any English person's soul who dies on this island can't move on, right?
And can't leave either, right?
Well, what if we could physically remove the bodies from the island and their souls could follow them?
Well, that would be gross. Collecting bodies up.
No, by now they're probably dirt and part of the earth.
some fertilizer in my garden at home. Do they use corpses in that?
Oh, it's just the main ingredient. It's full of that stuff.
Really?
Stop it, Alex. They don't use bodies for fertilizer. Not human bodies, anyway.
How would that work? Sarah said their souls are bound to the island and won't let them leave.
I'm getting to it because the island itself keep them here, right?
Right. Ryan, could you please get to the point?
What I'm trying to say is that when we send the bodies of Virginia and the others off, we send off part of the island itself with them. We could easily get their bodies on the pinnace while it's still on the island. Then the spirits could follow their corpses. Follow me so far? Alright, so as Alex said, the island and the colonists are one. And by collecting dirt from where the colonists were buried, we'd be collecting both the bodies of the colonists and the island itself to send with them. They are bound to the island, and the dirt will act as a substitute island once they are on boat. When we launch the liberation, and when the dirt and colonists are far enough from the island, the curse should break, setting them free.
That's genius, Brian.
I couldn't have come up with something better myself.
Yeah, that's great. It's totally worth a shot. Where should we begin?
Think about your dream.
An Indian was pointing to the ground at dead colonists, at bodies. That's where they are. He was showing me where they are.
Yes, but where are they?
It was in the woods. An Indian showed it to me. Pointed to the ground, and it was as if the colonists were buried in the ground.
That's kind of vague.
No, I think he was telling me that's where we need to find a native burial ground somewhere on this island.
That's great and all, but how do we find it?
I guess we just head into the woods and start searching for stones. More specifically, headstones.
Where do you think we should start our search?
The dream was in the dense part of the forest on this island, so let's head into the dense center of the woods. Bring shovels and pails because it's about to get dirty.
In that case, I'll have to change.
I love getting dirty.
Great. Everyone, let's meet at the edge of the forest in 15 minutes.
So, the kids search out for the forest of headstones before Reg finally trips and falls over one of them.
This is it. The remainder of the colonists' bodies must be within this circle. All right, let's keep digging.
How much of this are we supposed to collect?
Just enough to make sure we have gotten a bit of everyone, but not so much that we can't carry it on the ship.
What's that?
It means keep digging.
Are we done yet?
Essentially.
Are we, or are we not?
I think we did a good enough job.
I'd say so. It has to be, as we still have to get back, load the soil on the ship, and send it out before sunset so the tide can catch it.
Exactly.
And let's hurry.
No. No!
Where are you going?
I found our little ghost hunter snooping off into the woods. I'm just curious.
Well, I'm coming too. Just be sure to leave a note on the front desk so that our guests know that we've left.
Come on, there's not much time left.
Go, 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 go!
Start pushing the liberation off the beach. Just bring it to the water's edge. There the tide will grab it from here.
Okay, now, release the sails and flag. Oh, come on, help me out, will you?
Sure.
Help us out. Don't just stand there. Raise the other sails.
Aye, aye, Captain. The wind she be blowing mightily. Pirate! Oh, I thought that I was a sailor in the British Navy.
too. Easy, easy.
Rex, Reg, get on the colors.
The what?
The flag! Get on the flag!
Doesn't she just look magnificent?
The liberation says she?
All dogs are she's. Didn't you learn that in Sea Scouts?
Of course I did. She sure looks magnificent.
Good job. Good job indeed.
I think it's working. I can feel it. I feel different. I feel free. You did it. You did it. The curse is breaking. I can't believe that you did it. Not that I ever really doubted you.
Hey, what are friends for?
They're certainly not there to scare you.
Many thanks to thee for thou accomplishments.
Now can we at least return to our country of birth?
Can any repayment transpire for these deeds?
It was nothing. Besides, it was really all Sarah's doing. She's the one who organized the entire thing. If there's anyone who you really are indebted to, it's Sarah.
Honestly, I would have been nowhere without you guys.
Be that as it may, you're still our captain.
Why captain?
Because the boat over there has been your boat from the time you conceived it, and we've been the crew under your command ever since.
Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Right. And now it's time we give her back to her original owners.
She's right. Why don't you board the Liberation with the other colonists? Is there something wrong with Virginia? Virginia?
No, nothing, but I am just a little sad about leaving the place I've lived for over 300 years.
I understand perfectly. Sometimes you just need to hold your breath and take a leap of faith. The first step is always the hardest. You'll always land, but it just depends on how hard.
Okay, Sarah, I will. It's just, nothing.
What?
Nothing. It'll just be hard adjusting to what lies ahead, that's all.
Go ahead, Virginia, leave.
Goodbye, Sarah.
Bye, Virginia. It's at times like these that I wish I could hug you.
I'll miss you, I truly will.
Thanks for helping me out. You better not say.
What the heck is going on?
What do you think's going on? It's a storm. I thought you were the smart one.
No, it's not. It's the curse. It's finally breaking.
Good for nothing little kids. I knew you were up to something, but this? You'll all be in trouble with your parents. Especially when the police are done with you for stealing that artifact from a museum.
They'll never believe you.
I have proof to show them right before their very eyes.
This boat will be gone before they get here.
What if I told you that as we speak, your parents are on their way?
Then I'd say that you're bluffing.
Am I now? So what exactly are you planning to do with... I don't think so. That boat cannot be sailed on the ocean. It belongs in a museum. Do you have any idea how much trouble you can get into this?
It's not museum property. We're giving it back to its rightful owners.
Don't listen to him. He's had a long day. He's just tired.
All right, let's get this boat out of the water.
What are you guys standing around for?
What? Come on, guys, we outnumber him 8 to 1. Now let's get him.
What? Did I just...
Stupid kids. I'm disappointed in you. I thought you were better than this. Guess I gave you too much credit. I could go all day.
Stop, it's no use.
I swear I'll hit him next time. I was very close last time. He's just very good at dodging.
What I'm saying is you are hitting him.
Well, if we're hitting him, why isn't it affecting him?
He's a spirit too, small one. What?
That man is a ghost, is what she's saying.
Then why is he bringing the boat back instead of boarding it?
Why would it let you get away with releasing these colonists, you stupid kids?
But aren't you a colonist? Did we forget your dress at the burial ground?
Do I look like I'm from the 16th century to you, you John Brown-loving abolitionist?
You're not from the 1500s, are you?
The year was 1862, and men were being drafted into the war against the Union. I, along with 3,000 others, were sent to protect Roanoke Island from assault. Little did we know that fuels me, and I will avenge it. I will make the North suffer. I will make you suffer.
Wasn't the Confederate cause lost long ago?
Don't you ever say that again, boy! I'm gonna teach you a lesson, kid, that my father once taught me. Leave him alone! Stupid boy. Where did he go? It's time you learned that lesson, kid.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. Try.
Stop! Get off my brother! Quit your whining. Tell us what you really want. What you really want is to get off this island. Isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, okay, yes.
I thought so.
Why are you so angry?
It's because of Virginia.
Go on.
She helped me cope with my death and being stuck on this island. Over time, though, we grew apart. I couldn't help her cope with her feelings of abandonment. That was something we never had in common.
Which is why she was so happy to find you.
Exactly, but over time, I started having feelings for Virginia.
I think I see where this is going.
I didn't know if she felt the same, so I left. Virginia was so angry with me that she spent all her time haunting the Dare Lighthouse Inn. I should have told Virginia how I felt when I still had the chance, but I was still relatively new to her and scared.
You had all eternity and you couldn't just go for it.
Well, I realized that I spent the last 9 years trying to find the nerve to fix my mistake. That's why I pretended to be a ghost hunter. I knew that when people came back to the inn, Virginia would start haunting again. When I saw her that day in the hallway, she took my breath away.
That would be if you still had a breath for you.
I do not want to be trapped alone on this island without her. Virginia's always told me how terrible it felt to be abandoned. I'll do anything to keep her from leaving. Please stop the boat. Don't take away the last hope of spending eternity with my love.
Lucky girl.
Then why don't you just leave with Virginia?
Oh, well, how do I do that?
Just give us a location of where you are buried, and we'll take your body and put it on the pennant.
Well, I was shot right on this beach, so it's not far. My body was left here with no ceremony. In fact, it's right over there.
Rex, Ray, grab a shovel and pail and follow me.
Hey, she's turning into a little you.
Yeah, you're right.
Here they come back right now.
I should have talked to Virginia before, should I not have?
Absolutely. Now go get her, Tiger.
Goodbye, kids. Thank you so much for everything you've done. Virginia, listen.
Why couldn't I find you?
Virginia, please, I'm sorry for everything.
Oh, I had no idea. How could you say that? I know it's a little weird.
All right, kids, let's push the liberation off the beach, break this curse, and send them off on their way. Come on, almost there.
Well, looks like...
So they push the boat as hard as they can until the liberation finally gets out into the water. The storm gets really strong.
Just have to trust it that the storm is very strong.
Keep going. There you go. There you go. All right, so the storm gets really strong. So it finally breaks up to reveal the end of the day. The curse has finally been broken. Woo!
Well, it looks like it'll be a happy ending after all. The colonists will finally be able to go back to England.
They're not going back.
What do you mean they're not going back?
They left this island, and because of that, the curse has been lifted. Virginia and the other colonists are now free to move on.
Do you mean since that the curse isn't holding them down anymore, they can go to heaven now?
If that's where you believe you go after death, then yes.
Spirits then rise from the center of the island towards the clouds and beyond.
What's that? Did we miss a few spirits?
No and yes. We sent off the spirits we knew about and freed their souls. Those are other lost souls who have died on this island in the last 400 years. You were right. Sending the soul of some of the souls is enough to break the curse.
peace is of the nature of a conquest, for then both parties nobly are subdued, and neither party loser.
Checkmate.
Where have you guys been?
Oh, hey, kids. Have you guys seen Jamie?
Who?
The guy with the speaking machine.
Do you mean the ghost hunter?
How did you know that he was a ghost hunter?
Lucky guess.
Have you seen him?
I think he left.
Left?
Yeah, he found that there weren't any ghosts in here, so it was pointless for him to stay.
I always knew that he was untrustworthy, just lying from the beginning. Luckily, our complaints have decreased over the last few days. We followed him out here to see what he was up to. It was one big joke. It's not like ghosts exist, right, kids? What are you all up to anyway?
We're just playing on the beach.
And you were swimming as well, I see.
We went swimming earlier, but we haven't quite dried off yet.
It's especially hard to dry off when the sun goes down.
Well, that sounds nice, doesn't it?
Yes, yes it does. You kids are going to need to get back to the inn pretty soon. How about this? Since you're playing together so well, I'll bring out my big shovels and buckets and help you build sandcastles tomorrow. And I'll bring out my volleyball net so we can play. How does that sound? What a beautiful evening. What the?
What is it, Daddy?
Do you see that?
What is that?
What are you talking about?
Could those be ghosts?
Why, my eyes have deceived me, but I believe that I just saw a ghost.
But Dad, ghosts don't exist. Isn't that right, Alex?
Absolutely. I can't believe that I was even afraid of the idea in the first place.
Did you not see that?
Are you okay, Dad? You seem to be seeing things.
Maybe that's it. I am tired from all being dragged around the woods all day.
We're never hiring another ghost hunter again.
Agreed. I really should head back to the front desk. I've been gone for long enough.
We're tired too, aren't we, guys? Head in with you. Don't worry, we know a shortcut. Dad, stay back with me for a few minutes, please.
Okay, sweetie.
I'll race you back to the inn.
You're on. What a week. Here, let me show you the way.
So, are you finally warming up and talking to people?
Of course.
I turned you in the inner chest.
You're going down.
Dad, I haven't been honest with you in quite some time, and I need to come clean.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're not still dwelling on that white dough, are you?
no, I'm over that. I just wanted to talk to you about back in Idaho, the fire.
Yes, what about it?
I just wanted you to know that it wasn't an electrical cord in my room that started it. It was a cigarette that my friends and I were trying. It was stupid, I know. I know I should have told you. I just couldn't face you. I just feel so bad that I started the fire and you never knew what happened.
But I did.
What?
I knew that you started the fire with the cigarette. How could I not? The investigation revealed that a week after the fire.
So you knew?
Yes.
And you're not angry?
Oh, I was. I was very angry. I was flabbergasted that you would lie in my face like that. I was going to ground you. But then I noticed something different about you. You were restrained. You clearly knew what you did was wrong. What matters is that you learned your lesson. I guess in the end, the move became your punishment anyway.
I was wrong, though. As it turned out, this move was the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Come and give your father a hug. It's all right. It's all right. So you like it here now?
I want to stay here on the island. It's different and strange, but it's home. Besides, we needed a new start.
Come on. The others are probably back again already. Let's head back and have some lemonade. And maybe play some ping pong. How's that sound? Now, be my lighthouse and guide the way home.
Thank you for joining me, and after a simple bow from the cast here, we'll begin with the lights.